Okay. There he is. My girlfriend's sleeping like 2 meters that way. Okay, just gotta be quiet. Fireballs. New. Create project. 3:14 a.m. I'm a night owl though. Okay. So I want to show you something really cool because it won't take long. Sorry, don't talk.
You're not talking to me.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Why do I smell that's hot?
I turned the heater on for just a bit just because it was getting so cold. I'll turn it off actually right now. Really cold. Yeah, 3:15 a.m. Game dev creation time. Okay, I'll show you this. So I just made a cube. Can you see everything? I'm not even looking. Yep. I'm moving that over to here. That's better. Now, I'm going to add a new particle system. And we'll take the shape off. That way it just goes one direction. Alright. And we'll zero it out. Cool. So it's just a line going. And emission wise, we'll just put it down to 1. Right. Oh, I just got auto-hosted by James. Thank you. Thank you, auto-hoster. Bring it closer, just it's in range. Let's going right through the block, obviously. So then, all we need to do is go down to collision and click that on. Now, it wants a transform. You can put a transform on there. I'll go to world, and there you go. Boom, it's already colliding. Now, that's just one of the steps. The visualize bounds is cool because you can see actually what's colliding. And that's it. Now, the trick that I've learned to make this look better. Oh, so some of the settings here are lifetime loss and minimum kill speed. So once it goes below a certain speed, it'll just die. Bounce, go to 0, and it'll just sit there. And it'll kill it because it's below 0.1 of the speed, kind of a thing. Bounce. Okay. That's just kind of showing the bounce part. And like you can just kill it on impact if you wanted to. Okay. Simple, simple, simple so far. What's cool is this part here, send collision messages. So you click it on, nothing happens. You won't notice anything. But what it's doing is it actually sending to the script. So we need to add, I don't think there's anything here. There's nothing here. And I wrote a script. There's a real simple one on the Unity website. Let me just go find it real quick. And then, okay, before I do that, to make your fireball look more cooler, is we put on, make another particle system. Just put it next to it. And put the emission to distance. So when you move it, and the simulation has to be to world, those two things. Then when you move it, it moves. Shape 0. Perfect. Start speed 0. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So that'll be our trail. And its start lifetime is 0.1 of a second. Yep. And yeah, I can copy and paste all this stuff for you. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then this is the coolest part is size over lifetime. So this size over lifetime, when you go to the graph, just do, where is this not coming up? There we are. So this is the size over lifetime graph, right? Just basically make it like that. Now look at it. So it'll come out maybe like that. So that'll be the shape of it. Oops. Make it last a little longer. 0.3 of a second. Okay. So that's all we want. That's what we want to shoot out. So what we do is we take the first particle system. So that's the one that's got the collision on it. And what I'm going to do, so that's the one with the collision. I'm just reading your text, that's funny. Yeah, the particle system is just awesome, and it's all optimized. It's one draw call. You can have 10,000 things. Just CPU limited by the amount, and the really thing that kills it is overdraw. So the more I learn about it, the more that's kind of a bottleneck. Okay, so sub-emitters. This is the other trick. Sub-emitters on birth, I'm going to stick in that one I made. No, don't reparent it. I always, when it reparents, it messes it up. So now look at them. They're like fireballs. And the thing is, I don't even need to render the top one. I'm only rendering the fireball. So there's two particle systems. One of the top one's got a sub-emitter and a collision. And I turned off the render because you can turn it on, but it still works. You can turn it on or off. It's still something you don't have to render. Exactly. On death, you can do whatever you want now. So on death, you can make another explosion here, and usually you put a prefab like Unity's standard assets. I'll show you because it takes 5 seconds. So let's go to assets, import, package, effects. No, that's the camera effects. Particle systems. It's really a quick thing to import. That's already on the PC. So, and in the standard assets, there's some prefabs, and these are all great just to use. Explosion. Sometimes explosion, I think that one's huge. Like, super huge. But I'll show you what I mean. I will take it out. Take that piece, shower. Continue. So I just took this shower one. I want to put that one will work on the death. Like you were saying. So on death or on collision is probably better. Vertical system, shower, on collision. No. There. And then we probably want to make the thing die too once it collides. So dampen, minimum kill speed, lifetime loss, all of it. So you just kill its lifetime. You don't have to worry about the bounce. Or you can do a little bit of bounce and just put the lifetime to like 0. Might get a little bit. I mean, and then at this point it's just tweaking and playing with all your visual effects. Okay, so why, you can still have this send collision messages. You can still send that off. That had nothing to do with what I talked about. So all you need to do is just have this collision thing on. That's determining collision. Just that collision module for the particle system. And you need to put it on this 3D world settings. You can do it by planes. You might have to drag in that cube. It's still not even working. It doesn't, yeah. 3D seems to be the thing. But you can limit it by which you can make a tag or a layer, I mean. So you can just do it with one layer or particular or whatever, or multiple layers, which is nice. So there's one more thing that gives you a lot of power, and that's the callbacks. And that actually sends to code. And I'll show you where to find it in the Unity scripting, and then I'll find my code and I'll add it. It takes no time at all. You can attach the script, and that's what, yeah, I'm going to show you right now. It's one script and drag and drop. Let me just think about where it's at. So we've got documents, Unity. I might have. Let me just see. Oh, I got a fireball. Oh, that's the one I'm working on now. Oh yeah, Particles 5.5 assets. I know. It's just always. That's how gaming is. You learn something. I just learned. Dude, I spent like 3 days resizing a scroll rect content. So I added like 10 buttons, or I added one button, and I wanted to be able to scroll down. There's a freaking content resizer component. You just drag and drop into Unity, and it just resizes it for you. I was like getting the max height of the button, and then having to do that multiplied by my border and my top border, and oh my god, it still worked, but the content resizer, I never even knew about it. Okay, wait, I'm looking for. It's in callbacks, so it has to be. Ooh, visual particles and test. Give me that. You know what? At this point, it'll probably be easier to just to rewrite it because I can't find it. What's that? Let me try a good search. Hold back. Gotta be something in here. Canvas size by screen, and then make a panel and use the auto size. Yeah, I do that part of it. It was just the resizing of the freaking content window. That didn't help me at all. Okay. I thought I would have just done particles. Okay, forget it. I know I made it. Swear. Alright. I'll just show you from scratch because it's not that hard. Okay, so let's go to. So all I need is that. That's on particle collision. So this is basically it. I'm gonna make it a little bigger just in case I'm. So that's it. Here, I'll just copy paste this. And we need even less than what's here. So back to Unity. I'll just make a new script right here, a component. I'm gonna call it particle callback. Okay. Create an add. And we'll edit the script. Just gotta. What do we want to do? Just always send things to the debug log and say, hey, I hit, I work, or whatever. So you know this, right? Just make a script and it's already made for you. So but I'm just pasting the one from the website. Particle callbacks, it was called. So we didn't need anything. Don't even need system collections. We need Unity engine, one class, that's a mono behavior, and we need this. That's it. There you go. If you hit a particle, so if this script is attached to that particle system, whatever you write in there will happen. So we'll just do debug.log this log. Not that one. Okay, so that's it. That's all we need. So let's go back to Unity. And we're not running the game, so it won't come up until we run it. I don't think that will be sent. Oh, it's not working because I didn't send this. Send collision events. There, as soon as I click that, it said hit. Already got 5 hits, 6, 7. So, infinite ability. I mean, obviously the debugger's working. Yeah, and don't forget debug log though can take a hit on your performance. Like I know in the final build it'll probably get, I think it gets taken out of the some of the code, but when you're running it and you had like a few things here, especially strings, man, you can drop like 50 frame rates. You're like, what the crap? You stop the debug logs and all of a sudden the game's running smooth again. Just something to know. You can find out the hard way after 2 days of freaking spinning around. So keep them minimized. Or trigger a skill reset. I could make a simple system to make a skill passive activate after so many hits from range. Yeah, you just gotta figure out how you want it. So that's it. So how, I mean, I don't know, my coding to me is just kind of so nice. And it's so changeable. You can do anything here. What did I do? Okay, another little tidbit was, so not on the main one, but the one that's on for a little while. Color over lifetime. I'm just gonna go in that orange. There. See, now they got a little bit more fruitier looking. It was so cool because now that you have that curve, it's so nice if you can change the lifetime, you can make them longer. Size over lifetime. Get my curve back. Candy corn. So just a lot of things you can do with just the particles, man. No scripts at all. And then what's cool is that so in the script, you know, what you would usually do is if other, which is a game object, right? You just say like compare tag freaking player. It's if you're using a player for your tag or whatever tag you want to put in there. And then you can run, you know, remove health, just whatever right there. Or whatever action you want to do, whatever. So usually, yeah, that's where like global static methods are really come in handy there, because you can just like, player, you know, whatever it is you want to access right there. That way, it's only going to do that, or an enemy, or whatever tag you have it. You don't have to do it by tag. You can do it by layers or whatever method. But that's how you pretty much just get in there to isolate whatever you want, or if not a player, you know. So that's it. You can do this during editor. I don't know if you knew. So execute in edit mode. You stick that there. Put my debug back in here. So now clear the log, but it still keeps coming up as hit. See, every time I clear it, it's still hitting. So the script's running in runtime right now. It's really nice for debugging. Oh, it's still running anyway. Clear. I lied. It's not running. Oh, it can't. I don't think it runs. Oh, wait. Send collision messages. There you go. It's working. Clear. Clear. So you can do things in editor mode without it running too, by just putting that execute edit mode and make your life easy. So that's it. Glad to help in any way you want. If you want that script, you're more than welcome to it. It totally is kind of awesome. I do a lot of things that way now. On my bullets though, like I've actually got rigid bodies, like things that are moving fast and you want it to be accurate. I've got a rigid body and I've got a ray cast coming out of it at about 4 meters. So at 300 meters a second or whatever, there's pretty much no chance that I'll miss. And I'll have an exact spot that I can call from the raycast to do things there, like, you know, put a sprite or an explosion and forces and stuff. Oh, that's a cool thing to do, is that in physics they have this explosive force radius thing, so you can do that. And then there's this one physics function, just overlapping sphere, it's called. It checks for any rigid bodies and the radius you give it, and then gives them all a force outward. That's really cool. So I added that to my fireballs. You'll have to check out my fireballs. I'll put them in there this week. Yeah, the block should be easy enough because you should be able to get to that that function, right? That's all you need to call this onParticle. You have to have that method in your script, and it'll automatically, Unity automatically send to it. That's all the magic there is. There's nothing else but just letter for letter there, yes. Oh, do you like my overlay thing here? My buttons? I looked around today to find one. Where did it go? not want to do that. Okay, out of there. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been holding off on doing a lot of these particles though because they've added 2 more modules in here. One is a trail. No, 3 more. Lights, trails, and noise. And it just looks so awesome. So get the tail will wiggle really nicely. Stuff like that. It's too fun. Let's move more. Oh, let's make a good old world. Then increase this start speed. 5. Let's go like 30, 50, down to 12. That's awesome now. Get rid of the visualized bounds, we don't need that. You have magic ones. And then when you get happy, then you can go to a shape. We want that kind of shape. The top one. That'll shoot out in all different spaces. Do your accuracy. And you know every one of these modules is totally accessible by code. I mean, you can just grab anything here, or even with the animator. Turn things on and off. Well, that's about the end of my tutorial. Was there anything else I can show you? I'm still feeling like I can still go longer. You can always add a light to it too. Cool, man. It'll give you enough ammunition to do something next. Can you call any of your blocks or fly game stuff from code? Because I was thinking that you could just, yeah, then just put whatever you need right there, what I just showed you in that code. I just got that from Unity Callbacks. I mean, you can to memorize that code. It's not like doing HTML. Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna go smoke and have a. And I'll be back around, and I'll probably just be hanging around. Once again, thanks for stopping by the stream.